Basically, too many smart people go into finance and law. We should have, I think, fewer people doing law and fewer people doing finance and more people making stuff. Should I be allocating that time to getting us to Mars? What's more important, Mars or a house? I like Mars. Okay.
Oh, hey everyone! It's Noah here. Today, we're diving into Joe Rogan's podcast to explore the mind of Elon Musk, the rocket scientist, the billionaire, and the guy with endless ambition. Stick around till the end, because the real treasure lies in the takeaway part. You ready? Let's hear what Elon Musk thinks about wealth and his Tony Stark fantasies. It's gonna be awesome!
Do you feel like people define you by the fact that you're wealthy, and that they define you in a pejorative way?
For sure. I mean, not everyone, but
right.
You know, there's for sure in recent years, billionaire has become a pejorative. It's like that's a bad thing, which I think doesn't make a lot of sense in most cases.
Do you feel like people define you by the fact that you're wealthy, and that they define you in a pejorative way?
For sure. I mean, not everyone, but
right.
You know, there's for sure in recent years, billionaire has become a pejorative. It's like that's a bad thing, which I think doesn't make a lot of sense in most cases.
Imagine someone calls you loser, stupid, or fat. These words are pejorative. They make you feel bad. Repeat with me. Pejorative, 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 pejorative. Using pejorative words can hurt others' feelings. People use pejorative words to criticize or insult. Words like derogatory and insulting mean the same thing. When something is understandable or logical, we say it makes sense. If something doesn't make sense, it's confusing or lacks a clear explanation. So Musk here is basically saying that he doesn't quite agree with the opinion being discussed. Remember the hilarious scene in Friends where Joey needs help mastering the art of kissing a guy? He turns to his trusty friends for advice. Monica suggests he needs some practice with men. Joey agrees and says,
"Yeah, that makes sense."
How does this wealth arise? It's if you organize people in a better way to produce products and services that are better than what existed before, and you have some ownership in that company, then that essentially gives you the right to allocate more capital. So there's a conflation of consumption and capital allocation. How does this wealth arise? It's if you organize people in a better way to produce products and services that are better than what existed before, and you have some ownership in that company, then that essentially gives you the right to allocate more capital. So there's a conflation of consumption and capital allocation.
Have you ever been confused by the words arise and rise? It's super simple. Arise means to appear, to emerge. Opportunities can arise unexpectedly. Here, arise can be replaced by emerge. It signifies the unexpected appearance of opportunities. Now, take a look at the sentence, "The sun will rise in the east tomorrow morning." In this case, rise can be replaced by ascend. See, to rise suggests moving upward, indicating a physical movement, like the sun ascending in the sky. Allocate is a very useful word, and Musk uses it a lot in the conversation. When we allocate, we divide things in a thoughtful and organized way. It's like making a plan to use your resources wisely and put it in the right places. To allocate capital means to decide where the money should go. Next up, conflation. Conflation means combining or mixing things together, but conflation might cause confusion. Musk says there are differences between spending money and deciding where to invest it. I think what Musk is trying to say here is that people loaded with money can actually do some good by putting their money where it matters. It's pointless to attack or condemn someone just because they are rich. I mean, that makes sense, right?
I do think in the United States especially, there's an overallocation of talent in finance and law. Basically, too many smart people go into finance and law. So, this is both a compliment and a criticism. We should have, I think, fewer people doing law and fewer people doing finance and more people making stuff. I do think in the United States especially, there's an overallocation of talent in finance and law. Basically, too many smart people go into finance and law. So, this is both a compliment and a criticism. We should have, I think, fewer people doing law and fewer people doing finance and more people making stuff.
To allocate talent is like putting the right person on the right job. The phrases and sentences we just heard are perfect for your everyday conversations, presentations, and speaking tests in IELTS or TOEFL. Let's repeat the sentence with the prompts. Feel free to hit the stop button anytime you need. Repeat as many times as you need. I personally repeated like 10 times to get it remembered and more times to get it internalized.
Do you feel like people define you by the fact that you're wealthy and that they define you in a pejorative way?
How does this wealth arise? How does this wealth emerge?
If you organize people in a better way to produce products and services that are better than what existed before, then that essentially gives you the right to allocate more capital. There's a conflation of consumption and capital allocation.
There's an over-allocation of talent in finance and law. Basically, too many smart people go into finance and law. This is both a compliment and a criticism.
This page goes deep into capital allocation. If you are not feeling ready, feel free to jump ahead to the cool bonus clip. But for those who want to dive in, check out this quote from Elon Musk. It'll add some serious knowledge to your toolkit.
Let me take Warren Buffett, for example. And to be totally frank, I'm not his biggest fan. But he does a lot of capital allocation. It's still a thing that's important to figure out. Like, which is a company deserving of more or less capital? Should that company grow or expand? If a company is making compelling products and services, it should get more capital, and if it's not, it should get less or go out of business.
What's a dream house for Elon Musk? Like some Tony Stark type shit?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got to have the dome that opens up with the stealth helicopter and that kind of thing, you know. But then it's like, man, does it really make sense for me to spend time designing and building a house? And I'd be real, you know, get like OCD on the little details and the design, or should I be allocating that time to getting us to Mars? I should probably do the latter. So, you know, like what's more important, Mars or a house? I like Mars. Okay.
Is that really how you think? Like that it'd be better off planning on a trip to Mars or getting people to Mars?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can only do so many things.
Right.
Right. So how are you gonna?
Well, I don't know how you do.